Hi Rancho, I'm back. Chiquita Ridge Part 3. Last night Hunden Partners did their presentation, which I have a copy of, and on the Chiquita Ridge project and the sports park. The presentation was about 75 minutes. There was about 10 minutes of public comments afterwards. All the public comments were vehemently against anything being done. 3 of those people are current or former youth league coaches. They all said they don't have any problem getting facilities. Huge kudos to Councilman Holloway. He asked a lot of questions, very, very good questions, very pointed, digging into the numbers and really trying to find out what was behind some of these numbers, and maybe those things will be in the final report from Hunden. I'll touch on that during this short video. So I'm going to try to save you a little time. Like I said, it was 75 minutes. So the salient points are the survey that they sent out, 257 people responded. That's less than 2% of the adults in town. 62% were adamantly against anything being done. 24% wanted both indoor and outdoor sports parks. 14% were split between indoor and outdoor. So not a huge representation, but also significantly against anything being done. There were essentially 4 proposals. Interestingly, one of them was for Santa Margarita Catholic High to build their football stadium there, which really doesn't do any good to the city, and it's going to cost over $43 million, 1,700 parking spaces, no financial benefit whatsoever. So I doubt that's going to happen. I think they just included it for completeness. I have a copy of this document. I have it online. I'm going to include a link in the comments below, as well as a link to the audio from last night's council meeting, so you can listen to it, and I really recommend that you do. So of the various scenarios that were put forward, the one that they promote the most in the scenario 1 is an indoor sports facility with up to 8 hardwood courts. That would involve 800 parking spaces and at a cost of $38 million. This would result in the city losing, after building costs, $270,000 a year. Now, part of the justification to do this is to get outside leagues in here, so people are coming from out of town and they want to stay in the hotels. Their hotel projections in terms of revenue for the city work out to about $20,000 a year, and I got some great insight from one of the residents that commented that works out to about 5 rooms a night every day of the year. I don't know what hotel wants to open where that's all they're generating in terms of revenue, so it doesn't even address the point of somebody else wanting to come in and do that. And then the cost associated with building out the part of Chiquita Ridge that that a hotel could go in, and then it's just such a weird area. I mean, Applied Medical would put people there, of course, during the week, but that would be sort of the extent of it. Rancho isn't a destination for vacations. One of the great things that Councilman Holloway dug into was the funding, or the interest model. So when they spoke to the sports people, was it just Joe Schmo going, yeah, we'd like to have more baseball fields? Or was there a league written document that that illustrated supply versus demand and the gap, and they would definitely want to go for it, and it would result in this kind of interest? These were verbal comments from the people that were interviewed. So I assume this tends to be a best case scenario that's being illustrated here. There is almost no gap between supply and demand currently, and another thing that was brought up by one of the commenters was the rates that they were projecting on. Were these commercial rates or SAMLARC rates? Because SAMLARC rates are significantly lower than your typical commercial rates for sports facilities. So if they go commercial, nobody's going to want to use it locally in Rancho, because we just use SAMLARC and save the money. If they're quoting SAMLARC rates, which I'm sure they weren't, because I don't think they had them, but maybe they were. So if they weren't quoting SAMLARC rates, it also means that they would have to do SAMLARC rates, which would reduce the revenue even more, which would increase the losses per year. So really, building out all the commercial stuff and putting in the sports park looks like it would essentially be a wash for the city financially. If you got a couple of successful car dealerships over there, you could generate a significant amount of revenue. But right now, you're looking at virtually nothing. It seems to sort of be a solution in search of a problem. Mayor Gamble at the end said to the commenters that they are interested in what the residents have to say. To date, I'm not aware of any outreach done by the city to the residents to gauge their specific interest with something that's been clearly defined and laid out. I hope they do that. And you should let the council know your opinions on this. If you can't show up, you can leave an e-comment for the city council members on the website, cityofrsm.org. You can also email the city council people. All of their email addresses are on the website. Okay, I'm at 6 minutes and I'm trying to save you time. Hopefully I gave you enough information that you kind of know what's happening. And please, I encourage you to read the documents, listen to the audio, and see what they had to say. I'm pretty sure everything that I gave you is 100% factual because I'm going off of everything that they said and what was in their documents. All right, have a great day.